Tulsa King's second season has reached the halfway point, and while Season 2, Episode 5, Tilting at Windmills, isn't as intriguing as its predecessor, it still has much to offer. This includes a dramatic fight scenario and some very awful character development for one of the main characters. This may be the episode that fans recall as the one that changed everything. Tilting at Windmills focuses on the ongoing conflict between Dwight Manfredi and Cal Thresher, with Margaret Devereaux taking on a greater part this time. There is also an ongoing war among New York City's mobsters. The key story, though, is Tyson Mitchell's transformation. Given recent occurrences, this is not surprising, but it is nevertheless worrisome and unnerving. Tyson is not presented positively in Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 5 in fact. Depending on how the series progresses, he may wind up being a larger problem for Dwight than Thresher or Bill Bevilacqua. However, after a season and a half of attempting to be a made man, Tilting at Windmills reveals Tyson's new, harsher, and more dangerous side. When Dwight and company arrive at their new wind farm to discover that some of Jackie Ming's workers have damaged it, a skirmish ensues and Tyson does not hesitate to physically assault the intruders. He looks to thrive in fighting, which suggests he may easily become the next villain. Tyson has never hidden his desire to join Dwight's group and live the lifestyle that comes with it. Actor Jay Will previously told CBR that his role would be questioned in Season 2, and the moment has come. But that is not surprising considering Tyson's antagonistic attitude toward the gang in Season 2, Episode 4, Heroes and Villains, which indicated that he was approaching that line. What fascinates me about this character arc is Dwight's negative reaction to Tyson's objectives for himself. Dwight makes it clear that Tyson should not get his hands filthy, but it doesn't take long until that happens. The most intriguing feature of Tulsa King Season 2, Episode 4, Heroes and Villains, was that it presented Cal Thresher to an opponent who was not Dwight and who he did not anticipate. Seeing Thresher's weakness added dimension to his character. Unfortunately, Tilting at Windmills only has one major point of contention between Thresher and Jackie, when Jackie is upset because Thresher sent some of Jackie's workers to damage Dwight's wind farm, and Thresher tells him that respect is mutual. It oversimplifies the interesting subplot. The audience still knows very little about Jackie, so having him and Thresher continue to fight instead of forging a reluctant alliance would have raised Jackie's prominence as a character, while simultaneously poking and probing Thresher's thinking. The episode just repeats what has been happening on all season: Dwight and Thresher trading caustic remarks in an attempt to outdo one another. The main difference is that the two men's pseudo-love triangle with Margaret becomes the principal cause of conflict. She's already told Cal she's not interested, and Episode 5 makes Margaret believe there's something to gain between them. She does hint to Dwight that Thresher is involved with the Chinese, and she arrives with her shotgun at one point to separate the two men, but she does nothing relating to Dwight, and in the grand scheme of things, how relevant is it who Margaret eventually dates? Dana Delany is a brilliant actress who previously played Lois Lane. She is capable of playing much more than just a love interest. The episode's use of Frank Grillo as Bill Bevilacqua might be critiqued in the same way. It's acceptable that Bill's scenes are handled differently because he's in a different state than the other characters, but it'll be interesting when Grillo isn't limited to angry phone chats. One such phone contact between Bill and Thresher reveals that Bill was formerly involved in Cal's company before pushing Jackie to buy him out. That's an intriguing history that ought to be investigated, but not over the phone. Each of Season 2's opponents has a lot more to say about themselves, and it's important not to overlook it just because they all have something against Dwight. The more developed the villains are, the more satisfying it will be when the good people win.